Alright, so this is what a sourdough starter looks like. It is active and you see how many bubbles are in there. Today I'm gonna share you my journey about making a sourdough starter, and day by day I will tell you what happened. So yeah, this is what it looks like. And so yeah, every time people hear sourdough, the first thing they're gonna say is, "It's healthy!" Something like that. Yep, sourdough is one of the healthiest bread out there, I think, because it's through fermentation. Another thing is, it was discovered accidentally in ancient Egypt. I think they mixed the yeast into the flour, and what happened is the bread start to rise or leaven. It was something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you though how it works. What happened is there's like LAB and wild yeast in here. There's this thing called Microbial Community, and what it does is all the bacteria are kind of like working together to make your sourdough. Every time you introduce a thing in here, let's say you mix a fruit, it introduces a new yeast or bacteria. No! God, please! To make this is just flour and water. It's better to use some unbleached flour than water. It shouldn't be tapped. You should use spring water. There's so many flour out there for this, and use the right one or use the one in the recipe that they tell you. Alright, this will take 1 to 3 to 5 days. They will be a sign that it's active. From experience, my failure, I can instruct you easy how to make this successful. So yeah, let me tell you my experience. So the first day I did is I started the sourdough. So yeah, once you have the water and the flour here, is you have to put it in room temperature with a cover on. Another thing is every day you're gonna scoop half of it, throw it out, and add another one. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate how much I did. This looks right. I made 2 because the one looks different and it doesn't look like right. So yeah, the next day I saw the other one got mold. The other one that got mold is the one I used with the same amount of flour and same amount of water. And the day 1, day 2, and day 3, you'll notice your starters. It's really like, it's sticky and it's messy. If I just knew that, I should just buy a starter from Sour. So day 3 passed, and here's what I learned something. I think I reached that part where the sourdough is really active, and that's what it should look like. It looks like a spider. It's weird. It's really weird. And you'll never seen that in your life before. Unless you made sourdough. There's just gluten and gliadin. Gliadin? Or I could be wrong. I learned this like 5 years ago, right? If the water gets into them, that's what it activates. It's responsible for elasticity. That's why the flour stick together. And I just forgot which one's responsible for which. In 4th day, I fed it again and it's not active anymore. Right now you're watching this, okay? And I'm on day 4, it's like, what the hell? It's kind of worried for tomorrow because tomorrow's day 5. Because I'm gonna run out of video to show you if I don't. You might not be aware one day that you got the active sourdough, and that's what it should look like when it's ready to be used. But let's say you got that and you just feed it again, and the next day it didn't go up or it didn't become active. I guess you're just gonna do the process again, feed it again, and that's what I'm doing here. You know, it will smell like something else, but it's not gonna smell bad. It's not smelling that it's rotting, but it will smell something different, and I guess that's the right way to tell if we got it smell like that. I guess day 5 is I kind of failed. Well, I don't want to say I failed, but it just didn't become active. That's what happened to my sourdough, and actually day 5 I failed, and right now this is part of the day 5 to day 6. The thing is, you can still use it, but it'll change your bread in a way. Oh wow. Oh wow, this one worked. That's freaking funny. I thought I did fail, but I think I didn't at the same time. So look at this. Basically, this is actually my sourdough, not this. This one I just bought because I thought I thought I failed. But look, it did work. The fact that it's solid and like, look. That's freaking stupid. So the problems you will encounter when making this is literally the temperature, right? You gotta put it in room temperature. Also, sometimes you might want to move it to another vessel, another container. Sometimes you don't have to discard the half. You can make a new batch, and a new batch, and a new batch. The other thing is, once you made the sourdough, it's active, is you can put it in the fridge. When you're reusing it, you're gonna feed it first, and you're gonna wait for it to rise up again, then you can use it in the sourdough. And right now, I'm just starting with the starter sourdough, and I'm really kind of serious. I want to make that bread. In my next video, I'm gonna show you how to actually make a sourdough with starter. Anyways, that's all I have for today. What an experience to do this. I thought this will be the end of my career because